Hello my darlings, happy Monday to you. So here is a collective for this week. So we are in Mercury retrograde, yes, but fuck that, we're also in the Lionsgate portal, and I want to know what you all have got coming in the Lionsgate portal. So, and someone had messaged me the other day saying, oh, are you going to do some more collectives? I miss your collectives, they're so good. And I'm like, well, okay, here we are. I was actually being moved away from them a little bit, but I think Spirit's like, no, but when Spirit gives you a message like that from somebody who you don't really know, and they've been a follower for a while or a client for a while, and they've messaged you and said, look, I really miss your collectives, or someone put in my YouTube video the other day, I really like it when you do light language. That is the universe answering something. That is the universe showing you something. So I am going to listen like a good little alchemist, because I'm now an alchemist and have been for a while. We have travel. So some of you could be traveling. Do bear in mind to double check and triple check all travel details and documentation, because we are in Mercury retrograde. Peace. You are finding your peace. We have new beginnings. Oh, this is exciting. Now, you could be traveling away from something, and, you know, something that was costing peace. You're like, you know what? I want more for my life than this. And that's what you're aligning with. We also have talent. Beautiful. Bear with me a second. Okay. Commitment. You're making a commitment to yourself, though, I think, here, which is enabling some amazing things to come in. You are choosing peace over chaos, happiness and passion. Stunning. Okay. All right. Excuse me. I just needed to wet my whistle. Right. What cards? I need to get some more fucking cards. I mean, I've got a lot, right? And I'm using, you know what I'm like? I use the same ones, like recycling over and over again. I'm really feeling pulled to the Wild Unknown Tarot, though. So that is what I'm going to use for a collective. Here we go. This is a beautiful deck. Right, okay, so clarify travel, please. The Death card and the Emperor. Oh, okay. Right. Somebody's traveling away from something here, definitely. We have Peace and the Magician. We have the Ace of... There's a new beginning in love. Oh, there's a new beginning in self-love here as well. Somebody's choosing themselves. Daughter of Pentacles, which is basically the Page of Pentacles. Right, there's two different messages here. So, I'm going to tell you more. Just bear with. I just want to make sure I'm on the right track here, because I usually am, but I want to double check. So, here we go. Right, okay. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, good Lord. Okay. 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 This is very specific energy once again, but it's also somebody is moving on from another situation. I know, once more, I sound like a fucking broken record. Go me. So, someone is moving on from another situation, okay? They're definitely done. They've had enough. They're traveling away from something. And they've realised that whatever they're moving away from has been very toxic. And they've stayed possibly for family unit, for example. This is connecting to a relationship. This is not work or anything else or family. This is a specific card reading or channeling for a relationship. For those that resonate, there are new beginnings here, but I feel like this group of people moving away from something difficult have realised that in order to show themselves the love that they deserve, and in order to keep choosing themselves at this time, they do need to choose peace. And that's what they've been thinking about probably since, seriously, Gemini season. And they're trying to manifest more peace. And they're realising that if they stay with this person, they are not manifesting peace. They are manifesting fucking chaos. So they're like, do you know what? I'm done with that. I want peace. I want love in my life. I want peace. I want genuine peace and compassion. And they don't have that, or haven't had that probably for a while or ever with the person they've been with. You, on the other hand, watching this, you have made a commitment to yourself after some difficult energies, and you have chosen to step more and more into your power and into your purpose, right? And this person is inspired by you. Three of Cups. They're inspired by you. They find you, there's a lot of magnetism here, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of giddiness, there's this sort of, oh wow, that person really is very suitable for me kind of vibe. And with happiness clarified by the 8. For those who are arachnophobic, I will cover the spider, but there is a spider in the middle here. But do remember, spiders are connected to abundance. Happiness is clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. The Pentacles in the number 8 is abundance. So 8 of Pentacles is abundance, is work, is happiness, is good stuff. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So, you know, there is this acknowledgement at the moment of something needing to be closed out or being closed out as we speak. Now, it could be a gradual process, but I do think for a lot of the people in this position right now, especially with Lionsgate Portal, I think a lot of people are moving away from a situation. Right. I feel like I want these cards as well, because I haven't used these for a little while, so I'm going to go to these 2. Oh my God, guys. Right. This is so funny. So I'll show you the card in a minute. This is a deck I've been using for clarity, right? This is the same make of the same creator, just a slightly different variation. Knight of Cups, how interesting. This is the card that was trapped. See the difference? That was trapped, somehow stuck in this deck. So I'd missed this card off. This is the Knight of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment, emotional investment, somebody wanting to date. So we're just going to put that back in the deck. But I just think it's very interesting that that's come through. And because that's happened, I'm actually going to leave those there and use them in a minute and clarify just one more card here with these, because I feel like there is another message. Any other messages? The world. The world says it all, really. Closing that cycle is beginning a new one. Beginning a new cycle, hence new beginnings. So for some of you, you know, you're dealing with someone who's closing out something significant in their life, because the World card is the end of the major arcana in tarot. And as we know, tarot is the journey of the Fool, right? Which is why the Fool is 0 in tarot. Okay. What else does this collective need to know at this time with regards to these circumstances? What else? What else do they need to know? What else do they need to know, please, Spirit? What else do they need to know? Wow, numbers and rainbows. So those of you who resonate with synchronicities and signs could well be getting them about this person, yes. But I'm kind of feeling like the universe is guiding both of you here. So you could be seeing various numbers, absolutely. But, you know, if you're seeing rainbows, especially, a pot of gold is at the end of a rainbow. So there's a real synchronistic divine intervention energy with that, especially with the Tree of Life. So what else do you need to know? Coins. Money's good. This as if by magic, abundance. Abundance is good too. A lot of abundance is coming here. And, you know, I do feel with many of you, it is associated with a counterpart and love. We have the House, which is sale. So there is a house move coming for some people, and communication. And I do feel that this person will communicate to, well, those around them, obviously, because they'll need that support. But I feel like they're going to communicate to you in some capacity as well and say, look, you know, this is what's happening. Just so you're aware, I'm keeping you in the loop. But I am in the process of this right now. Okay. I mean, they might not tell you everything, but I feel like they see you as a friend first and foremost and want to honor that connection with letting you know what's happening in their life. And this is quite significant. This is a major cycle closing out. A major cycle. Let's use these ones. Clarify the rainbows, please. 7 of Cups. I think that's basically the universe saying, or I feel that's basically the universe saying, look, in a plethora of ways, you know, you guys are right for each other. 3 of Wands, yeah. It's expansion, it's growth, it's, you know, planning. There's also some kind of building on that card, which... it's like a greenhouse. So a greenhouse, while very hot, is it enables growth, it enables expansion. It's abundance. It's really beautiful. Alchemy. So this person sees you as someone they can really grow with. What is interesting is the Tree of Life is clarified by the 8 of Swords in reverse. So they no longer feel trapped because they just realize there is something more for them in life, not just romantically, but in terms of what they can go on and achieve. They're not held back anymore. They can go, yes, I'm fucking free. I can do what I need to do to make a difference in this world. Clarify coins, please. The Hierophant. Like I said, when you're in union with this person, it does feel like, those that resonate, it does feel like you're going to have a lot more abundance available to you. Clarify abundance. Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're going to be able to take away your barriers. You're going to feel this sense of freedom. And if you look at the card, how she is standing, her stance is like, yes, I'm free. That's how this person is really feeling now, because they're like, they've made that choice to go and they're like, oh my God, it's only a matter of time now. Clarify the House. Knight of Swords. For those of you that this is not happening for yet, it's coming, because the Knight of Swords is quick, decisive action. Someone here is deciding to put a house on the market or sell a business associated with said person. Clarify communication. Yeah, the High Priestess. Intuitively, you may already be aware of this, but what I'm getting as well with the higher self energy coming here is, you know, trust what you're feeling intuitively, yes, but it feels like there could be some telepathy going on here between these two energies. You see how the birds are flying around the heads? Like, there's a telepathic connection here going on where your person is telling you, look, I am leaving this situation. I'm fucking done. Please be patient with me. I've got some shit to sort out, but I am leaving, and that's that. Done. 4 of Wands, yeah, they're leaving for themselves so that they can then become the best version of themselves to then come to you when the time is right. And it's all here with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. They want to sow those seeds with you, but they have to leave their steps behind before they can do that. And obviously, you have got to be patient. They're not just going to dump someone or end a long-term commitment and then just come running to you. It doesn't work like that. They need to be on them. They need to be on their own for a bit. And I think for many of them, they will choose to be on their own for a bit. For some of them, I don't think they will. I think they'll go, do you know what? I want to just carry on healing. And for many of you, the healing can be done when you're in a relationship, of course. But there does seem to be this sort of energy here of, I just want to step forward and keep moving forward in my life, and I know what I've got to do. There is no right time. I've just got to end something, and it's very clearly coming through in this channeling, very clearly. So let's have a look at these cards and see what else we need to know from this. So obviously you guys just focus on you, your life, your goals. I'll sound like a broken record until the cows come home saying those words. Please focus on you. Please practice non-attachment. Yeah, Scythe. Endings. And I don't want to say the karmic, but karmic energies, trauma bond energies connection's no longer serving you, your life or theirs. There's an unexpected, I think for a lot of them they've tried, or I feel rather, for a lot of them they have tried to end something before. And it's been in and out, in and out, in and out, like a fucking jack in the box. And now they're like that. I can't do this anymore. This is bullshit. I really need to just end this fucking bullshit. They're so fucking tired and so drained. And, you know, this is men out and women. It's not gender specific. And it's like, oh God, look. You know, for many men, home is where the heart is. For many women, home is where the heart is. But their home right now does not feel like home. It feels like a prison, and that's why they're just done. They can't do it anymore. They don't want to be in the house. They don't want to be in the house. They don't want to be at home. They just want to be away from said person. It's really quite sad, actually, because obviously a breakdown of a relationship or marriage or commitment is always sad, but, you know, I've been through a few of them myself. Yeah, we've got expect the unexpected. I'm getting this vibe that the Mercury retrograde and Leo Sun, the Lionsgate portal, which is obviously when Leo in the sun and the pyramids of Giza all align with the spiritual sun, Sirius. It's very telling that someone here is done and they are about to unleash a very forceful decision where they're like, I am done, I can't do this anymore, see you later, bye-bye, we need to organise what we're going to do with this and that and the other. Wine. This is something that's been developing over time. There is some real resentment. We have child, so there could be children involved, absolutely. And then we've got woman as well, so there could be for a lot of, well, obviously for a lot of you watching this, you are, I don't want to call you the other woman because that's very derogatory and disparaging. You are not the other woman, but you are someone who this other person is interested in. It's very clear, and you have just highlighted who the other woman they're with or other person they're with isn't. Clarify Scythe. The King of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to commit to this person anymore. They don't want to be committed. They are a committed person, but they can't do it anymore. They are done. They are tired. They are exhausted. No. They know their home is not with that person. They know their home is with you. Clarify, expect the unexpected, please. There is a divorce coming. There is a separation coming with the Hierophant coming out in reverse. Spirit is being very clear here. That is divorce. That is separation. That is, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore, which is why we've got a King of Pentacles in reverse and we have a Hierophant in reverse. Clarify the fine wine. Yeah, they know you and them have this alchemistic, magical, alchemical, wonderful, incredible vibe, connection, relationship, future. And I'm looking at the age as well, and that could mean that they can see themselves growing old with you. Take it as it resonates. Clarify child, please. Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who stayed for kids. They've not stayed for any other reason. They've tried to make it work and they've stayed for kids. And, you know, they've been dealing with a woman who is all about winning, one-upmanship, gaslighting, bit of a narcissistic personality possibly, take it as it resonates. But with the Six of Wands and the Star, they're also realising that another woman here is somebody that they could be hugely compatible with and they can have huge amounts of success and happiness with. And it's very much spiritually and divinely protected and celebrated is what I want to say. Yeah, King of Swords. They've known the truth for a long time that this other person hasn't been serving them. And now they're like, okay, I've been umming and ahhing and umming and ahhing and umming and ahhing and, you know, really procrastinating because they know it's going to be difficult. And, you know, potentially money has been an issue as well. Like they've been worried about money, Six of Pentacles, so they've not. But they were also realising with money, they're a cash cow. They're just literally somebody who is there to provide for this other person. And, you know, they're very resentful. They've built up a lot of resentment and they do need to forgive that. but they're also probably going to be a little bit guarded when it comes to new love. Understandably, but I think they watch you and how you are, and they see how loving you are and how compassionate you are, and it's not what they're getting at the minute, and that's why they're done. They've been given so many excuses, or rather they've handled them. They've given this person so many excuses, and they've made excuse after excuse after excuse, and they're just like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I can't do this anymore. I have got to end this ridiculous situation now. And especially if children are involved, because the children are noticing. They know now it's time to choose and go after what they want for themselves. And right now that is choosing themselves. Nothing else, themselves. They know who they potentially do want, but it's not the right time. And they've got to just pull back the energy from the other situation before they can go anywhere near something new. What they have to do right now is pull back their energy entirely from the other situation and choose themselves. And that's what a lot of them are going to do. Anything else? Yeah, okay. So we have the Page of Wands, the Sun. They've not been happy for a while. This energy here, they have not been happy for a while, and they have probably been dealing with somebody who is very cutthroat, very cold, not really very caring or supportive or compassionate. There's not really much love there, and they're just, wow, okay, that's what I'm dealing with, really? And then you've come along, however you've met, friendship, business, however the fuck you've met, it doesn't matter. And they've seen you, and they've seen you with your heart, and they're like, okay, that person's really like open-hearted. They're very loving, they're very compassionate, they're very caring, they're very considerate. They put themselves bottom, really. They don't put themselves first very often at all. They think of others, and not so much in a people-pleaser way, but they're just very focused on being of service to people, yeah, and looking after people and making sure people feel loved and seen and supported. And I think this person here does feel that. They are feeling very supported by you. They're not feeling very supported by someone who's supposed to support them. So they've been digging their heels in, holding on to something, and they're like, I can't do this anymore. I've really got to let go. And I think with you, they see the commitment, but they don't. Yeah, the Tower, they are very triggered right now. This person, these energies are very triggered. They're in a very difficult situation. They're dealing with a lot. And Leo season has been highlighted here with the Strength card, but they are dealing with a lot. As I said, a lot. The Strength card comes out, which is a lot. And they're like, okay, I need to really, burdens. I need to really do this properly. But they just know, Six of Cups, they just know they've got to do it. They know they've got to rip the band-aid off and walk away. And with the 8-8 portal, as if by magic, those cards have shown up. 8, 8, 8 of Cups, walking away, 8 of Wands. Both of them in the upright position. It's like, I have to do this. And, you know, you are standing in your power as the ultimate High Priestess and Queen of Pentacles energy here. You're just focusing on you, your life, your goals, but you are also being very nurturing. And with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, you know, they've had to work through quite a lot of barriers and bullshit, and they're just done. They're just done. And for many of them, they've already started the process of leaving, whatever that looks like. But there is, I don't think the woman's aware, or the man's aware who is pertaining to this. I don't think they're quite aware that they're about to have their whole world and their whole life well, they're going to have the rug pulled under from them, basically. So it's about to go down. And I think this season, this Lionsgate portal, it could be even going on during this portal energy, which, as I said to you, goes up to the 12th of August. So yeah, it's quite an intense time. There's a lot happening. And if you are dealing with someone who's going through this, all you can do is be supportive at this time and hold that space. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know. Let's just see what Spirit wants you to know at this time. Oh, I just cut the deck and got a Nemkara, which is unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond. This is what you have with this person. So I'm taking that card. And then underneath it is the Gavel, which is about legal matters, decisions being made, serious situations. So that could pertain to those going through separations or about to. It's quite intense energy, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. It is quite intense. It's very intense. Right. Let's see what else we need to know. I'm feeling into the emotions around this though, and this person, whoever's about to go through or is going through some kind of separation or finalization of a relationship, let's say, there's a lot of emotion they feel towards you. There's a lot of emotion. They're like, I think it's quite triggering for them as well, because they're like, why have I not allowed myself this? Why have I allowed myself to stay in this situation? But everything happens for a reason, and some of them have had to learn lessons over a long period of time with somebody. And obviously, you know, they have to be in the place where they can receive from someone new. Shooting star. How beautiful. Quick action, wish granted. Shooting star, as we know, are rare as well. So they realise your relationship is rare. We have the pioneer, which is about boldness. It's about a destination. It's trailblazers. It's teamwork as well, right? Then these three have come out. We've got childhood. We've got knight, which is about being a messenger. And we've got person of earth, the provider and caregiver. So grounded and secure. So, you know, there is a real acknowledgement of beautiful energy here. Let's just get some clarity. Clarify an Cara, please. Yeah, you're their son, and they realise commitment is with you. They realise you would be so different. Look, justice. Separations are coming quickly for many people. Clarify pioneer, please. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Like, they know that together, you and them could take on the world. There's a really powerful energy. Clarify childhood. The Eight of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So childhood is about loving life. It's about a lightness of being. It's about foundations. And again, they know how well you would work together. Clarify the Knight. Yeah, Six of Wands. There's definitely a Knight as well is heroic. It's a fighting spirit. It's a passionate spirit. And with this Six of Wands energy, obviously Leo energy. And I think that's a Leo sign there, I believe. I think it is. Is that a Leo energy? I think it is Leo. Yeah, that's Leo, because the other one's Capricorn. So yeah, that's Leo. So we've got Leo energy here and then in the Pioneer as well, right? And we're in Leo season. So this is quite significant. And I do feel this is happening in Leo season. The Lionsgate portal is bringing in endings. It's as simple as that. And the endings are for each person's highest good. We have money here again. We have an abundant, powerful new beginning coming. For some of you, it is going to happen quite quickly, the new beginning. I know, you know, when you split with somebody, you are meant to sort of spend a bit of time on your own. Absolutely, yeah, you are. You got to find yourself. You got to do a bit of healing work. You got to do some inner work. Whatever you need to do, you need to be just able to just be. But it really makes me feel like some of these people, they're going to be seen as rushing into something, and you know, they might be judged a little bit, but ultimately the people around them are going to see how happy they are. Anything else? Empress. They're going to see how happy an Empress is making them. And, you know, with the Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups, it's a family-made unit. Oh, wow. Okay, Spirit. Wow. Family. There's a family unit here. There's a family unit here. Spirit's saying there's a family unit that they see with you. They see how well you would fit into a family life with them, in particular if they've got children. So it's very significant. It's really beautiful energy. You know, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, they realise this isn't just passion. They realise there's so much depth, but they also realise that they've put up with too much for too long. And with the Five of Wands and the King of Cups, you know, they're like, oh, I think they've been worried about all the shit they're going to have to deal with when they start the processes of ending something, or start the process of ending something. But ultimately, it is for their highest good. And they just need to get on and fucking do it. And accept it's going to be difficult, you know, with another person, mother figure potentially, but they know you are so nurturing, and they know you are so different to the other person. And like I said to you, that can be quite triggering. And with the Tower in reverse, they have resisted something here for quite some time because of the karma that's got to be paid back. They've had to stay for a long period of time, or for a certain amount of time, to pay that karma back, or to clear karma, or to pay a, you know, to clear a karmic contract. And it feels to me like the karmic contract is actually well and truly done. They've just been holding on for far too long because they were trying to make it work and trying to do the right thing by children, most likely. Or in some cases, family, business, or, you know, a commitment financially, not just a house, a business commitment. So yeah, it's very interesting. I know I've been very much channeling the same message. So what do the people watching this need to know for their own lives? What's on the horizon in their own lives for those watching this? So we know what's going on with the person you're interested in, but what's going on in your own life? So we've got curiosity, open the unknown. So you are being asked to be open to the unknown and just go with the flow. Yes. We have incoming love. You do have love coming in. We have celebrations, good times. It is most likely with the person you're asking about, because it's, yeah, transformation, letting go. You might have let go of the situation. We have peaceful, and we have the third eye. You just want peace. You've let go of a situation that was causing you a lot of peace, compromising, and now you're like, you know what, I don't need to worry about that. I'm just letting go. You kind of have this inner knowing that this person is for you, but you're also like, they've got some shit to deal with, they've got some stuff to do, I'm gonna back the fuck off, I'm only gonna be the friend, and that's it. Clarify, curiosity, open the unknown. King of Pentacles. It might be somebody who you align with, may be someone you didn't expect. So for those of you who resonate with the twin flame journey, you're not going to be with your twin. Simple as that. Incoming love is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Someone here has got a lot of love to give to you. I'm looking in particular at the flower that's being given, roses, and the love letter. So someone's got emotions for you that they haven't necessarily told you. Clarify celebrations and good times. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're done. They're done with the third party. They're done with the third party. Is there anything else on that? Eight of Wands in reverse. They are done with the third party. They don't want that energy anymore. They've had to let go of a lot of things, and so have you. Now, in another part of this reading, you have let go of something. You were realizing you were being blocked in life by another situation, not this person, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. So you've gone on and figured out your peace was in letting go. And when you've let go, that's when you've possibly aligned with someone, or maybe aligning with someone is what's made you let go, because you've realized, actually, you know, I had to let go of this person. Now, Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands is here as well. So intuitively, you've not been listening to your intuition, and Spirit's like, what are you doing? That was me for such a long time, not listening to my intuition about my old twin flame journey. And honestly, you know, you have to just, yeah, Magician, what we've got here, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Just making sure there's no rudeness on these cards. No, there isn't. We're good. He is wearing a deer or a stag head as well, like a, not in a, you know, nasty way, but it's transformation, isn't it? And it's the Magician as well, which is transformation too. Like, there's this real acknowledgement that now you're listening to your intuition, you're realizing that everything that's coming to you now is destined with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. And this person right here that's coming for you is destined. It's God-given energy. Cool. Okay. So is there anything else you need to do at this time in the Lionsgate portal energy? And as I said in a video previously, I'm now offering these special activations where I'll take you on a shamanic journey and introduce you to your most abundant timeline and the most abundant version of you. It's something I'm doing for the Lionsgate portal, so look out for it. Okay, it's on my link tree. You'll be able to book in. Okay, anything else? Anything else the collective need to know, please? How are we doing for time? We're 33 minutes. Okay, let's have a look. Sixth chakra, third eye. Okay, we have strategy and we have hostility. So you know, there is going to be hostilities, especially if you're dealing with somebody quite difficult. There is going to be, we've got attachment, there is going to be this energy of difficulty, and because it's a karmic and soul contract potentially, so it is going to be difficult to close out, and the person's going to make it as hard as they possibly can that they're breaking up from. Yeah, adjacent possibilities as well as come through. So there's going to be a few things you can do to navigate this. All right, clarify the 6th chakra. Just trust your intuition, people. Yeah, 6 of Cups. It's coming. What you want is coming. What you want is already after. Like, what you want is already manifesting you, so to speak. Hostilities is clarify the 2 of Pentacles. Somebody is going to be difficult. It's as simple as that. Someone's going to be difficult. We've got strategy here as well. What's that to do with, please? The Hermit. They've got to go within and figure out the right thing to do. So it will take time and it will be a period of rest while they do it. Clarify attachment. They are definitely 100% attached to leaving something. The attachment is actually, I can't wear my mask anymore. They've been wearing a mask. Look at the card. Look at the card. They have taken the mask off. Do you see how here there is like handcuffs? They are like, I can't do this anymore. I have got to be my real self. I've got to be my authentic self. I've got to be truthful. I've got to honor my truth. I cannot do this anymore. I have to end this. So they're definitely ending something here. Clarify contract. They're cutting out another contract. Yes. Clarify adjacent possibilities. The 6, oh my goodness, the King of Cups. So this is them having the divine provide for them in some capacity here. Tell me more about the adjacent. They've got many doors here. Tell me more about the adjacent possibilities and what it means and what it pertains to. Yeah, the Fool. They know for a number of reasons, there are many doors, there are many reasons why this other situation hasn't worked. And they know that with someone new, adjacent possibilities is also, there are other opportunities. There are bigger and better things. Yeah, shadow side. And it's like the other person has shown them why it doesn't work over a period of time. Like they've given them many reasons, and that's why they're like, I can't do this. It's toxic. I just can't do it. I need to move on. It isn't just you meeting them that's made them go, fuck this, I don't want this anymore. It's not just that. There are a plethora of reasons why this person is leaving something behind. It's not just your connection, although you do make them very happy. Yeah, and there's a lot, as I said to you, there's a lot of love here. Someone here has got a lot of love for you. And they're very enamored by you, and they're very drawn to you, and they know that they have to end this other situation very clearly. And then rest. Take some time to rest. Take some time to give back to themselves. They're depleted. And when they've taken that time to rest, watch out, because they'll be coming for you. I really feel that. It will just take time. It will just take time. They've got to be in the right headspace to move forward with something in life. Like anything, you've got to be in the right headspace, haven't you? But it just really feels that once this contract is closed out, they're going to just breathe this sigh of relief and be like, oh, thank fuck, why did I take so long to do that? And, you know, I feel like for a lot of them, the person they're in that relationship with, commitment with, marriage with, whatever, they're like constantly being shown by this person that they're not a suitable partner, they're not a suitable person, they're just a user, a taker, they're difficult, they're just not very loving, very supportive, and it's like, wow, I've really been putting up with that. Yeah. So we know that they care about you a lot. How do you feel about them? How does the person watching this feel about the person that they're connected to and aligned with, even though they're going through a difficult time? How do you watching feel about this person? King of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a powerful card. That is an acknowledgement of you feel safe, you know, you can rely on them, you know, you can trust them, you know, they're probably financially secure potentially as well, but obviously it's not about that, you know. Oh wow, yeah, you've already had clarity on who this person is. The Moon. They make you feel, I wanted to say safe then, but we are going to get some clarity on this. 8 of Pentacles. You know it would work with them really, really beautifully. You know it would work with them. Yeah, Princess of Cups. You know it would work. And you're almost, it's not that you're expecting anything to come from this person when the time is right, but you kind of just know. And there's like this business opportunity there as well, potentially. Yeah, the Chariot. You know, you just know that there's something beautiful here between you. And it's like that is making you go, well, I've aligned with this person for a reason. And it's good. Yeah, okay, there's that other situation, but the dynamic between us is beautiful, is great. It works. It's playful. It's joyful. It's a bit flirty. It's loving. It's kind. It's compassionate. You know, it's all pros. There are no cons, right? So you feel quite strongly about this person too. So there is an equal feeling here. Let's just get some clarity. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please. For how the person watching feels about the person they're connected to. The Page of Wands. Yeah, you know, those of you who've got children, you know this person could be a great support network for those children, for example. You know that you want to be there for their children as well. Do you know what I mean? There's a real loving space here. That's too many cards. Clarify the Ace of Swords, Justice, and the Hierophant. They are someone who can give you what you deserve. And you are someone that you can give them what they deserve. Clarify the Moon. Seven of Wands. Now, you also know, because you are intuitive, that they are going to be a little bit guarded with their heart for a little while. Not for long. They're just a bit like, can I trust this? They know deep down they can, but those little subconscious fears pop up every now and again and go, because, yeah, the fears, Moon, because although they know, you know that it would work with them, and they know that it would work with you, they're a bit like, oh my God, but I've only ever dealt with shite. Like, I've only dealt with difficult energy here, like, a lot of the time. So what do I do? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it's going to be... It's gonna take the time it takes. But at the same time, with the Chariot here, it feels like you watching this are all systems go for this person. My teeth are starting to get a bit sensitive. Like, I've got some sensitivity here. So if I get gum or teeth or jaw sensitivity when I'm channeling, it's usually because there is something not being spoken. Some kind of, not deception, but there's a hidden energy. Like, it's like if you aren't with this person, you will regret it, and vice versa. Like, there's a real need, but not in a codependency way. There's just this desire to be with one another. And you know it would be a great shame if you weren't, because you think, like, there's a great match here. There's a hell of a lot of passion here. It isn't just that, but there is a lot of passion. This person really does see so much with you. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles, they see a great match, yes, but they see so much. They see so much with you. They really do. I just don't think they've told you. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, they see so much with you. They see, oh, this is really, 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 okay. They can see how you support them, right? And how they haven't had that support from the other person. So that's part of the reason why there's an ending coming, or in the process, or in situ. The other person has made them feel very left out, very unsupported, and very sort of, oh, you're not important, fuck off kind of thing. Yet you have shown this person with the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups and then the King of Pentacles is here along with the Two of Cups. They very really do know you're that person, the special person, the rare connection. They are aware it's rare. Yes, sexual chemistry exists in many connections, but a mental connection is rare. And with you and this person, there is a mental connection, there is a physical connection, there is a sexual chemistry, a sexual chemistry, a sexual connection, a spiritual connection, a loving emotional connection. There is everything here with you and this person. You can have a laugh with them, you can take the piss, you can be playful, you can be cheeky, but you can also be supportive and compassionate towards one another. They don't have that and haven't had it for a while, if they ever have had it. So there's this real acknowledgement you have something very special for them here, and that's something they want to explore further. And for some of you, it could happen very, very quickly. Yes, toot sweet, it could. For others, it will take a little bit of time because, you know, they've been hurt by this person and they need to heal their heart a little bit. And even though you have been very loving and very caring, you also know that you can't, you just got to leave them to it. Let them come to you when they're ready. Like, just support them when you need to. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, that is enough for now. 44 minutes. Right, okay. Is there anything else we need to know, please, Spirit? Are there any other messages at this time, please? Apprentice of Raindrops. So that's like the Page of Cups. Oh, my goodness. We have the Ace of Lightning and the Master of Lightning. So the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And then we have the Master of Clouds, which is intellect, it says on there. But that's the King of Swords. Then we have the Eight of Gems. This person very really does know. I don't know why I keep saying very really, because I would never normally say that. So really does know we'll go with. They really do know you are for them. They are aware. Yeah. The Emperor is aware. The Emperor is aware. The Emperor is aware. Do you know what I wanted to say then? And I'm going to make people laugh when I say this. Does anyone remember an Eddie Murphy film? Is it Coming to America? Because he's a prince, isn't he, in Africa or something? And then he comes to America. Anyway, when he's in Africa and he's in a bath, there's two ladies cleaning him. And they say, the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. I just got that vision. I'm really sorry. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. But it's like, I guess this person sees you as the person they want next to them, because it's this real sort of, they know you will look after them. They know, you know, they will look after you. There's a real beautiful, nurturing, loving energy, but also you'll walk through a door and they'll slap your ass. Do you know what I mean? It's like really playful energy too. Clarify Apprentice, please. Ace of Wands. Yeah. They know you are very important to them. But with the Five of Wands, there has been a lot of unrest and disruption, and that's what they're concerned about. I think when they start this new beginning with you, they're worried about the disruption that could come from the other person because they're divorcing them or separating from them or whatever. But they also know that it has to be done. This person watches you a lot as well, like, and not in a predatory way. It's in a, I know the truth of who you are. I can see who you are. I can see your heart. I can see your mindset. I can see your soul. Like, there's a real beautiful connection here. And on that note, there's a real intense eye contact as well. I know for a lot of us who resonate with the twin flame journey, you can be like, oh my God, the eye contact is so intense. Yeah, it is, because your eyes are you and into your soul. But for a lot of you where you've aligned in this situation now and it's not a twin flame journey, it's more, it's more you're being aligned to the person God has for you, or you have been aligned with the person God has for you. You're very aware with that eye contact that it's like nothing else. That's what makes it rare. Clarify the Eight of Gems, please. The hard work here. Yeah, they're going to work hard with you. A lot of them have this vibe that you have known each other possibly in a previous life. Yes. But there is this real inner knowing that you are where it's at. Clarify the Emperor. Nine of Cups. You're their beautiful wish fulfillment. You make them feel content. You make them feel this sense of, like, when they're with you, they thrive being in your energy, or just hearing from you, they thrive being in your energy. If there's some of you who haven't met this person yet, it's all to come, but there's just this instant satisfaction where you're concerned. They just know you are that person. Anything else? Queen of Swords. Three of Pentacles. They also know you don't need anybody. The Sun. You just get on with life. Like, the Nine of Wands. And, you know, we have the King of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords coming out is not a surprise. Like, you also have, I would feel for a lot of you here, quite strong boundaries as well when you need to. But again, they've tried to make something work for so long with somebody who's emotionally inept, is what I want to say, and not emotionally intelligent at all. And you, yeah, the Star, they're healing all of this. They're going to do some healing with it, but they see you as someone very powerful. We have a wasp or a bee in the building. Now, it seems to be staying on that side of the room, and it can fucking well remain so. But it is quite noisy, so I am going to have to go and investigate, so bear with me. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, the Strength and the Devil. They have been dealing with a difficult dynamic here for quite some time. And as I said to you, it's in a number of ways, and you, in a number of ways, have shown this person how much you show up for them in a number of ways. It's beautiful. Knight of Cups in reverse. They don't have any romantic feelings for the other person. They don't have any for the third party. There it is, Three of Swords. They don't have anything for them. They don't feel anything for them. They don't love them. They just want out. They just want to leave as quickly as fucking possible in a lot of cases. Three of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I do think they're obviously going to worry a little bit about how much it's going to cost, but at the same time, they're like, I just need to get rid. I need to do this. And, you know, they know you'll still be continually supporting them through it. And obviously other people will as well, of course, but, you know, you as a potential partner here, you're someone this person really, really, really looks up to and respects. And it's like the respect they have for their previous partner. Oh, interesting. I just said previous partner, so that's saying that it is coming, that they are going to be separating. The respect they had for them has gone. And it's like that respect has been almost replaced by the respect they have for you, even though you are different people, of course. You just show them every time. You just show them in so many ways why you are good for them when they've known nothing but difficulty with the previous situation, or a situation that's current at the minute but not for much longer, you know? And obviously when it comes to timing and ending things, I don't think there is such a thing as perfect timing with this, because you're miserable for a reason, you're sad for a reason, and if you've got children involved, they're suffering as well. And it's like, you need to just free everybody and make everyone just go, right, no, we can't do this anymore. But I do appreciate that takes time. So you just have to be patient with yourself and kinder to yourself, and you'll know when it is needed. But at the same time, the universe will continue making things difficult until you do make that jump and leap and leave. And it's the same with a job. Like, you could be in a job situation and it's going really, really well one minute, and then the next minute it's just a shower of shite, and you go, what the fuck am I doing waiting for this to get any better? It's clearly not. And that's the universe's way of saying, listen, you are worthy of more than this, particularly if you have been mistreated, or you've gone for a promotion and someone else has got it who isn't quite as experienced as you, but it's like an injustice that you've been dealt, you know? Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments if it does. Let me know if you're interested in any of my services. You can go to the Empowered Soul Alchemist 1111 on Instagram. You can go to the same one on TikTok, or just go to the Sassy Spiritualist, because I still have that main account there, or on TikTok, or you can email zoe@thesassyspiritualist.co.uk. It will change. It will change. I have to wait for my contract to fulfill though, which I think is in August. So I have to wait for that to grow out first before I can change the email to include the Empowered Soul Alchemist. So yeah, if you're interested, message me. Lots of love.